Warner Fieldhouse and Gregory Arena on the campus of North Central College. Tonight's non-conference women's basketball game is between the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point Pointers and your North Central College Cardinals. This time, please rise and face the flag above the west end of the court as we honor America with playing our national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, we're visiting Pointers from the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Starting on the guard line of 5'8" freshman number 12, Brooke Dyer. A 5'8" senior guard number 40, Mickey Rowland. The other guard, a 5'8" senior number 42, Lexi Rowland. A one forward, a 5'11" freshman number 5, Ashley Liederman. And the other forward is 6'6", number 44, Taylor Merritt. Pointers are coached by Shirley Edgar, assisted by Diane Gilbert.
Welcome inside Gregory Arena, everybody. The site tonight for North Central College women's basketball, where the Pointers of Wisconsin-Stevens Point take on your Cardinals here on NCTV 17. Zach Bucher alongside Gabriel McDonough. Both teams coming off a loss in their last games. Pointers losing to University of St. Thomas, and the Cardinals at the hands of rival Illinois Wesleyan. Should be an interesting matchup tonight. Cardinals getting their first win of the season last week against Carthage. The Pointers have not won on the road yet this season, and on top of that, haven't played in 10 days. Tip won by the Cardinals, and a good start so far. 3 from Maya Walls, rattles around the rim and out.
Cardinals only shooting 27% from beyond the arc and average just over 8 attempts made per game. So we'll see if they can get those threes in as the game progresses.
Yes, this is an offense that loves to fire those 3 points, those 3-point shots, as there's almost a steal there by the Cardinals. And the bucket is good by Ashley Lederman. Cardinals bring up the ball. Maya Walls to Paige Dessenberg, getting her first start of the season here tonight, off to Hannah Vickus. And that pass is tipped and stolen away. But the layup is missed.
Yeah, that's just one of those that the Pointers really got to connect on early, and a mishap by the Pointers. And we see another steal, this time on North Central side.
Yes, and good defense there by the Cardinals to stop the fast break despite the turnover, and it turns into a steal for them, although they cannot convert on the other end. Mickey Rollin brings the ball up. And now twin sister Lexi down low, off on the post shot.
Yeah, had the inside presence, just couldn't put it in off the glass. North Central back at it.
Dessenberg for 3, no good. Rebound to Taylor Barrett. Pointers coming back up the court. Brooke Geyer with the ball, tipped away. Tipped away again by Whipple as she's just harassing her at the top.
I want to see if they go inside more to Taylor Barrett. 6 foot on the inside. Let's see if she can get some post-up moves. That's something to watch for as the game progresses.
Rollin for 3, and it is good. Mickey Rollin with her first bucket of the night. Pointers lead 5-0. Cardinals needing to get something going here. We'll see who they turn to. Maya Walls up at the top. Walls actually has been playing extremely well as of late. A couple games ago in their first win, had a 25-10 double-double, 25 points, 10 rebounds. And Lindsey Brennan with the floater, as she was key in that win as well. A career-high 13 points off the bench. We'll see if she can provide more of a spark here in the starting role.
Central goes to a press at half court, back inside, and that's up and in.
Taylor Barrett good on the bucket, and that is something that the Cardinals tend to struggle with. They'll institute the full court press. It's something they like to do, as there's a foul on Rollin, as Maya Walls will go to the line. They like to institute the full court press, and sometimes it works to perfection. They get lots of turnovers, lots of steals, but sometimes they get a little too press happy, and you'll have situations like that where the entire defense hasn't gotten back and set, and they get easy buckets on the opposing team will get easy buckets.
Well, yeah, you know, you can press up at the top, but like you said, your help defense has to be there. So, you know, the girls near the baseline need to step up and help those defenders, those offensive players come up. The defense has to help out on those full court presses in order to be successful, which it was not on that last trip for the Cardinals.
Maya Walls looking for her second, as she is good on a pair at the line. The lead to just 3 now for the Pointers.
Yeah, Wall's having a nice year, you know, in her sophomore season, 9 and 6, so not too bad.
And Taylor Barrett takes it up through the contact, talking about Walls as she picks up the foul there.
Yeah, but that's something I just touched upon a couple minutes ago. Number 44, Taylor Barrett. She's a senior. She's experienced, and she's one of the tallest girls on either team. She stands at 6 foot tall, and you know, we've seen it in the first couple minutes already with an and one. Her size inside is something to watch as we progress.
Yes, absolutely, and that is something that the Cardinals tend to struggle with on the defensive end. They're not the tallest team out there, but they do their best with what they got.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for from these young girls. I think the tallest woman on the team is just a 6 foot tall, while some of the Pointers are 6 and 6'2".
As there's the drive, and the layup is good by Jessica Dolly, as she gets her first points of the night off the bench. As the Pointers bring up the ball now, 10-6 with 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pointers having some early success on the offensive end. As that goes out of bounds, referee says tipped by Maya Walls. Group substitution here as we have Natalie Dimitrova, Hayden Braun, and Sierra O'Neill enter the game for the Cardinals. Hayden Braun, someone who played extremely well early in the season, hasn't played as well as of late, but still has the potential to be that spark off the bench. We'll see what happens here in the coming minutes. Shot no good by Barrett as Stevens Point with a rebound, but a traveling call. So they'll turn the ball over to the Cardinals as they look to get going on offense now.
Something to question, from an outside standpoint. Who's going to be the main girl for this Cardinals team? No one's scoring in double digits just quite yet. The team only has one win throughout the season, so it's still early in the year, and any girl can really step up and be the main contender on this team.
And that is something that they have had some struggles with, is having someone who can provide that spark. Although over the course of the last few games, Mason Whipple, the senior leader on this team, as there's a steal, and the layup is no good by Carly Serrato, who leads the Pointers with scoring off the bench. Sierra O'Neill misses on the three-pointer, rebound to the Pointers. But Mason Whipple, senior leader for this Cardinals team, tore her ACL last season, missed a lot of time, struggled early on in this season, but has really started to pick it up the last few games. So I would look to see if she continues that success and is that offensive spark that they need going forward to the rest of the season. As there is a foul, that one on Natalie Dimitrova.
Well, Whipple's going to have to be there, Zach. She averages 9.9 a game, 3.6 assists per game. The leading scorer for North Central, just a hair under 10. And that's what you expect from your seniors, and she's going to have to step it up as the season progresses.
Absolutely, and as the season progresses, as you said, with the ACL injury, you have some hurdles to get over mentally and physically, and we'll see how she gets over those as the games go by.
Yeah, that's sometimes a career ender. Most people know that, and it's very common, especially in women's basketball, that ACL tear, and that's a long recovery. And she's doing quite well in her senior year, just around 10 points per game after that catastrophic injury.
Moments ago, Rollin good on both free throws, as there is a foul on the Pointers. Side out of bounds for the Cardinals. Hayden Braun to inbound the ball. Out to Natalie Dimitrova as she drives. Good on the layup.
That's a great drive by Dimitrova. Goes to the right side, beat her defender by one step, takes it in for the easy two.
And that's sometimes all it takes is just that early first step to get around your defender. As now the Cardinals trail by only 4, 12-8 here early in the first quarter, but now lead up to 6 for the Pointers, as that is a good bucket.
Yeah, it looks like the Cardinals were in 3-2, back to the inside, and it was up and in for the Pointers, so we'll see if they stick with that 3-2 that they just switched to.
Sierra O'Neill out on the top, on the right-hand wing. Dimitrova driving. Defender falls, but they don't go back to her. Sierra O'Neill with the drive. Foul on the Pointers. That one's going to be on. It looks like I'm going to go with Bailey Collins on the foul there, as she actually exits the game now. Inbound to Sierra O'Neill. Dribble drive, throws it up, but no good, as the Cardinals come away empty.
Yeah, didn't really like that shot, kind of pressed that up there, could have passed it out, and unfortunately the bucket didn't go in as there's a foul at the baseline.
Yeah, and that foul will be on Andrea Dickerson. She did get the block, although the foul. takes that away. But something to mention is that she is in the top 5 of the conference in blocks, averaging 1.1 blocks a game. So her defense down low could be very key in this game.
Yeah, and you talked about the Cardinals lacking in size. She's only 5'10", but that block is often a momentum changer, especially late in games, and that's something to look forward to as we progress.
Serrato good with a pair of free throws.
Yeah, Serrato, the #1 free throw statistically shooting for the Pointers. Overall, the star of this team.
Dimitrova with the drive and the foul, blocking foul. So she'll go to line for 2. And free throws could prove to be pretty key here in this game, as we've seen quite a few already here to start early on.
Yeah, both teams shooting in the low to mid-30s from the field per game. North Central come in shooting 33%, while the Pointers at 37%. So late in the game, those free throws could be critical if this one stays close.
As Dimitrova hits her first free throw of the night, as both teams have hit all their free throws so far, so we'll see if that continues, and it does not.
Yeah, it's funny how you say that, and, it just so happens it doesn't.
So 3 of 4 for from the line are the Cardinals so far. That is a 3-pointer by Rolland. Rebound to the Cardinals. Up to Sierra O'Neal as she almost travels there, but keeps her pivot foot out to Mason Whipple. That is a tip pass, and foul Natalie Dimitrova.
Yeah, costly turnover and then the foul on the same end. It's not a good offensive exchange for the Cardinals.
So the Pointers will bring up the ball here while we have some substitutions for the Cardinals as Hannah Vitkus and Maya Walls enter back into the game.
Once again, going to the full court press. We'll see what happens here. Double teamed at the top and another reach-in foul.
Yeah, and that is already the 5th team foul in the first quarter for the Cardinals. So this means the Pointers will shoot the rest of the way. 2:45 left here in the first quarter as the Cardinals find themselves down 16-9 as Geyer misses the first of 2.
Yeah, Pointers, shooting 72% from the line early on in this season as that one's in.
As you mentioned, she picks up the second of the 2 free throws, and lead is extended to 17-9. Lindsey Brennan, top of the key, trying to find a way around her defender. Back to Lindsey Brennan at the top of the key. Shot clock winding down, 6 seconds left. Cardinals need to get something off here. Sierra O'Neal up at the top, and that is no good, but it would have been a shot clock violation anyway.
Good team defense by the Pointers, and you kind of wish that one would fall for North Central. Early on, struggling to say the least.
And that is something that they have struggled with from time to time during this early season, is getting those open looks, and when they get them, making them. So it's not that they're lacking in the open shot selection. It's converting on those open looks, as there is a bucket for Kellen Schmidt. As that pass is up ahead to O'Neal and then out to Walls, and nothing but air on that 3-point shot.
Yeah, you like the open pass right to Walls at the top of the 3-point mark. Just you got to put more under it, especially on an open shot that can get you into just a 7-point game.
As Coach Michelle Roof will take a timeout, 30-second timeout here, so we'll keep it here. All right, first quarter, you're about 8 minutes into the game, and you're down 10. You've been struggling on offense. What do you got to do if you're Michelle Roof? What do you tell your players to get them back into a groove offensively?
Well, offensively, just got to move the ball around. Spread the love. and look for that open teammate, make that open pass. And, you know, when you have the open shot, like you saw Walls at the top of the three-point line just a second ago, shoot that air ball, take that shot. You're open, you gotta take that shot. And for North Central right now, it's like you said, 8 minutes into the game. There's plenty of time. Just move the ball around, and if you do so, look for the open shot, and when you have it presented to you, take it.
So the Pointers will bring the ball up, trying to break the full court press of the Cardinals again, as Lexi Rolland gets it past the half-court line. Pointers working the ball around. Good ball movement here on this possession. Jump shot, rattles around, no good. Rebound to the Cardinals. Whipple pushes it up to Vickis, but back to Whipple. Around to Brennan. Jump shot, good for Brennan as she gets on the board.
Thought about taking that three, did a quick pump fake, stepped inside the three-point line and knocks it down. That's what you like. Once you get that foot advantage, go ahead and put up that jumper.
Rolland again takes it herself, full length of the court. Post move good for the bucket. 21-11 with under a minute to go. Vickis from the top of the key. No good on the three-point shot. Long, out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, you want to hit that open offensive player, but maybe from that far beyond the arc, you might want to take a second thought about it and maybe pass that ball around. She had the open shot, just couldn't knock it down.
Michaela Reedy into the game now, and three-pointers are something that the Cardinals, they like to shoot a lot of. And sometimes they get the open looks, but they just do not have a good time converting.
Yeah, you know, they just make a hair over 8 per game, but as you said, they're struggling from beyond the arc. From the year, Zach, only shooting 27% from beyond the arc.
So we'll see as the season progresses how those numbers play out. As the first of two from Lexi Rolland is good. 22-11, the lead here for the Pointers. As Hayden Braun enters the game, Mason Whipple out. Second free throw is good for Rolland. Braun to bring the ball up. Reedy at the top of the key now. Out to Vickis. It's 15 seconds left in the first quarter, under 10 to go on the shot clock. Cardinals need to get a good look here as Braun drives and off the glass. Good on the floater.
Yeah, good drive on the left side. She had the double team come up to her, but was able to put it in off the glass to get it to a 10-point game.
And that's, as you said, where we are. 23-13, Wisconsin Stevens Point leads by 10 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a little break, and we'll be back here in a moment here on NCTV 17 and NCTV17.com. And we are back here ready to start the second quarter of play Wisconsin-Stevens Point will inbound the ball as they have a 10-point lead here to start the second quarter. Good ball movement here during the possession as that shot is no good. Rebounded by Taylor Barrett as she is fouled on the putback. So she'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah. North Central being out-rebounded per game by 10.5 boards per game. So you talked about the size differential at the beginning of the game. That's something to look forward to as this game progresses. They're getting out-rebounded 10 times. They're getting, out-rebounded by 10 per game, and early on, the Pointers are taking full advantage of their size.
As she connects on her first and second free throw attempt. 25-13 now for the Pointers. As that's a 3-ball for Lindsey Brennan. No good. As Lexi Rolland will grab the rebound and bring it up court. Speaking of Lexi Rolland, she has been a driving force for this offense so far to start the game. As there's a traveling violation, but Lexi Rolland, only 1 of 4 shooting from the field, but 4 of 4 from the free throw line, as she's second on her team right now with 6 points. As the Cardinals look to get something going on offense, something they have had some troubles here early in the season, getting on those runs and continuing them. But we'll see what happens here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Pointers playing great team defense, fighting through those screens, and it's late in the shot clock once again for North Central.
Got to put it up as that misses the rim. Shot clock violation for the Cardinals.
I think they're second of the game there, Zach.
Yeah, and that's something that perhaps during halftime Michelle Roof will talk to them about. And maybe they need to set a few more screens. Maybe they're just not aware of the shot clock, but it's something that they're going to need to work on here in the later half of the game.
Yeah, definitely something that the coach would want to point out to at halftime, like you said.
Rolland on the wing into Taylor Barrett, and she can't handle the pass. That's out of bounds. Turnover to the Cardinals. Inbound to Hayden Braun, and she brings it up court, but Michelle Roof not too happy with something. Taking a timeout here, 30-second timeout, so we'll stay put. Now, we've mentioned offense and defense for the Cardinals and the Pointers. What do you think here in the second quarter either team is going to need to improve upon or continue to do?
I think the Pointers need to really stick to their good team defense. They're really, like I said in the last possession, they're really fighting through those screens and just playing some hard-nosed defense. I mean, these young ladies have held them to, 12 in the first quarter? I mean, they did quite a nice job in the first. You just got to keep it going. Meanwhile, for North Central, it'll be interesting. Do you keep up the full court press as, later in the game these girls are, getting a little tired? We'll see if that will continue, but I think North Central maybe switches from the full court press back to the normal half court press. Pointers just got to keep playing some great team defense.
All right, and we'll see what Michelle Roof had in mind out of the timeout as the Cardinals are bringing the ball up. Lindsey Brennan gets around her defender, and the floater is good. Lindsey Brennan with the floater brings the deficit back down to 10. Taylor Barrett in the post, tries to work her way around Vickus, but Vickus with the block, rebound, back to the Pointers. Ashley Lederman up and good, and 1. She'll go to the line for an extra.
Yeah, great initial defense by Hannah Vitkus, but over on the other side, just another costly rebound by Lederman and another foul by North Central as she tries to convert the and 1 opportunity.
And she does, as she extends the lead past 10 once more. It is now 28-15 Pointers. Lindsey Brennan up at the top of the key, trying to find a way around her defender. Hand off to Reedy. Some good ball movement here in this possession. Dribble drive. Foul on the Pointers. So Hayden Braun will go to the line for 2.
You like the aggressiveness by Braun, but once again, it's the Pointers defense. 4 out of the 5 ladies came and collapsed in the paint for the foul. North Central struggling to get an inside presence thus far.
As she misses the first of 2. And as you mentioned, all 4 out of the 5 Pointers defenders collapse on that drive. It's going to be up to Braun as she progresses. She's only a freshman, to recognize that and be able to kick out to an open teammate. As she misses both free throws, you can't have that if you're down in a game like this.
Absolutely not. They call them free for a reason. You got to convert at least one of those, especially down by 13.
Lexi Rollin up at the top. Off to sister, Mickey. 3 seconds in the paint. Turnover.
Turning for the Cardinals, number 3,
So
Yeah.
now
Whipple.
Braun will come out of the game, Whipple back into the game.
Yeah, Liederman was looking for something, just stayed there a tad too long.
And I don't blame her, as they've had some success in the post here early on in the game. Lindsey Brennan out to Jessica Dolly. Looked at a three-pointer, but decided no. Mason Whipple with the fake. Out to Dickerson for 3. No good. Bounces over the backboard, out of bounds to the Pointers.
Yeah, that's a nice ball movement by the North Central Cardinals. Dickerson on the right wing had the open shot, just took it, just wasn't able to connect. You like the chance that Dickerson was able to put up.
And that's really all you got to do if you're the Cardinals, is get yourself some chances at some open looks, especially Dickerson being a good shooter, as that shot is off by Taylor Barrett. Good defense by the Cardinals. One too many steps there for Dolly, as that's another turnover. Traveling violation.
Yeah, Coach Roof's not going to like that. North Central on the breakaway, potentially an easy 2 points wasted on a travel.
And we will see the first of Frankie Pettit as she enters the game now. Lexi Rolland with the ball. As that's a foul on the Cardinals, as Ashley Liederman will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the freshman was trying to post up Dickerson. Dickerson 1 inch shorter than Liederman, so Liederman trying to take advantage of just that minute stature differential inside, and they've been going to that repeatedly, Zach.
And it's been working out for them, as they've caused a lot of fouls on the Cardinals, as she is no good on her second, so she splits a pair. As we talk about fouls, the Cardinals have 9 personal fouls through a quarter and a half. Mason Whipple for 3. Good! Good ball movement and a good drive and kick out to Mason Whipple, as she's able to knock down the triple. Hopefully giving the Cardinals an offensive spark here, as Frankie Pettit, good defense, but Diamond Calicott falls down, and that gives Mickey Rowland the offensive rebound. And there's a foul on her sister, as Mason Whipple tried to dribble her way to the basket.
Yeah, I'd like to see the halftime stats coming up. Second chance opportunities. Pointers currently taking advantage of those inside the paint and outside.
Lindsey Brennan will check out of the game, as Sierra O'Neill will check in. And now, something to keep in mind. I know Mason Whipple just converted on a three-pointer not too long ago. Who is going to step it up on offense for this group? Lindsey Brennan, who exited the game, had 6 points to lead the team. So we'll see where the offense goes from there as they turn over the ball there. And a traveling call on the Pointers.
Yeah, Whipple in the game right now. she's your star performer, the top performing senior, averaging 9.9 a game. She's got to step it up. North Central down by a lot. Got to get them back in the game, and they're relying on her to run the point and get this offense headed in the right direction.
And the player who just got the traveling call on her may seem familiar for those who follow us here at NCTV 17. Erin Moran, a freshman out of Naperville Central High School, as that three by Whipple is off. Dribble drive. Ball is tipped around out to Rollin, but she drives and is blocked by Calicott.
Fantastic block on the inside after the second chance opportunity. But hold on, got a foul here at the backcourt.
Smart foul there by the Pointers, as that was bound to be an easy 2 points for the Cardinals on the fast break after a great block by Calicott.
And number 2, Kevin Spence. And number 5, Ashley Letterman.
As we have some substitutions here on both sides, as Calicott will exit the game, and so will Erin Moran for the Pointers. Whipple trying to get a step on her defender, out to Pettit, as she cross courts to Dessenberg. No good on the three-pointer. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Cardinals.
Yeah, good ball movement on the outside, just unable to knock down the three-point. But fortunately for North Central, second chance opportunity based on the jump ball.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can convert here. Not too many second chance opportunities for them here so far. Dribble drive, pass out to Pettit, and now they swing the ball around and back to Pettit, as she goes to work and just gets the bucket to go. A little bounce on the rim before falling through.
And the freshman, maybe some nice momentum boost right there. Finally, North Central getting some points in the painted area.
As now the deficit is down to 11, 31-20 with 4 minutes to go for the Pointers, as they look to get it inside. And there is a traveling violation on Kellen Schmidt. Good post move, just took, maybe dragged her pivot foot just a little too much, as that's a turnover to the Cardinals. Whipple with the ball, out to O'Neill. Dessenberg to Pettit, back to Whipple. Top of the key. Some good ball movement here, getting deep into the shot clock, 10 to go. Gonna need to get a look here, as that's a bad pass and turnover. Steal for the Pointers, and Brooke Geyer. Out on the top is Schmidt. Back to Geyer. Pointers getting a little low on shot clock, as that's an errant pass and a turnover to the Cardinals.
I want to see North Central slow it down here.
Unfortunately, they do not. Three-pointer off by Jessica Dolly. Rebound to the Pointers as they look to take it all the way. Layup no good, rebound good for Mickey Rollin, as she will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and that's something that you didn't really like the off the glass layup. Didn't convert on there, but the Pointers offensively attacking those boards all game long, and they knew just to throw it up. And once again, another foul on North Central.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a battle for the Cardinals if they continue to give up second chance opportunities to the Pointers.
You can't win, Zach, if every opportunity your opposing team has is 2 or 3 opportunities. They're going to convert eventually, and North Central coming to this game getting out-rebounded by 10 boards a game. I'd like to see the stat at halftime. It seems like the Pointers are really crashing the glass.
Rollin good on that free throw, as it's 32-20 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the half. O'Neill dribbles it out. Dolly drive and kick, and Vickus can't handle the pass as Liederman comes away with it to Geyer. She brings it up, pushes it ahead to Greenheck. as she does a little dance and jig down there, bouncing around. Traveling call. Cardinals ball. Braun looking for a teammate off of a screen, finds Dessenberg as she just dribbles it back out. Out to Braun, jump shot no good, but offensive foul call on Hannah Vickus.
Yeah, you liked the pick, got the offensive shot you wanted, but Vickus just a little too aggressive on that move.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing to be aggressive.
No.
But if you're going to be aggressive to the point of fouling, it's not going to help your team in the long run.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive, but you got to be smart with your physicality. North Central foul-a-palooza thus far in the first half. They got to contain their aggressiveness and really just play some hard-nosed defense.
Vickus defending down low as that shot by Olivia Pollack is too strong. Cardinals coming the other way. Braun with the drive. Beautiful Euro step, but couldn't convert on the layup.
Oh, what a beauty it was. And look at that. Goes for the steal. Pointers on a fast break. Man, that was a great chance for North Central.
It was, but they will settle for nothing for now. Inside pass to Liederman, no good. Foul on Dessenberg.
I didn't see a foul there, Zach. Dessenberg, both arms up. I felt like the pointer really threw her body right into her. I didn't see much of a foul there. I mean,
well, that's why we're not refereeing.
Absolutely not. That's why we're up here, not on the court.
So Liederman will go to the line for 2 here. Minute 13 left in the second period, as she gives the Pointers a 13-point lead here, 33-20. Second of 2 coming up, and it bounces long, tapped out of bounds, last touched by the Pointers. So now the Cardinals have the ball, minute 12 left. They need to get something going here in the last few minutes before the half, down 13. Braun with the ball out to Lindsey Brennan. Trying to work it into Vickus as she gets it. Post move. No good on that one.
You like the Cardinals going inside? We'll see if that continues, but you really like the inside presence, just wasn't able to knock it down.
Out on the wing. Liederman up at the top, out to Geyer. Geyer fakes, drives, kicks back out. 3 ball for Taylor Greenheck as they push the lead to 16. Dessenberg with the drive, just a little too much, bounces around, just off. 15 seconds left in the half. This will probably be the last shot or possession of the half as the Pointers look to extend their lead, but the foul by Hayden Braun with 4.3 seconds left in the half.
Cardinal foul number 4, Hayden Braun, reversed.
So Brooke Geyer will go to the line for 2 with potential to extend this lead to 18 before the half.
If you told me one team hadn't played in 10 days with this start in the first half, I would have thought it would have been North Central, but the Pointers have come out strong after a 10-day off period.
Whatever they have been doing in practice, it's been working. As the second is missed, Taylor Barrett with the rebound puts up a jumper, no good. That will not count. So Cardinals find themselves in a bit of a hole here at halftime, 37-20. We'll see you out on the other side here on NCTV 17 and NCTV17.com.
It will be Pointer ball to start the second half.
And we are back for the second half of play here tonight at Gregory Arena. Matchup between the North Central College Cardinals and the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point Pointers, as the Pointers have a 37-20 lead to start the half. And they will start with the ball here. Moving it around, dribble drive there by Mickey Rowland. Almost stolen away by Maya Walls. Pass inside to Liederman. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, that's Liederman's 9th point of the game, leading all scorers.
Michaela Reedy with the ball on the wing. Out to Pettit up top. Now Mason Whipple with the ball. Reedy to Brennan. Back to Reedy. Dribble drive, pass out to Whipple for three. No good on the three as it bounces off the right.
Yeah, North Central struggling from beyond the arc. Just 1 of 12 from three-point land in the first half.
And that won't help them any here in the second, as the Pointers looking to extend their lead to 20-plus points, as that is no good on the layup, no good on the putback. Cardinals bringing it up now. Dribble drive there by Whipple as she loses control of it, but touched last by the Pointers. Cardinals will retain possession. Reedy, no good on the jump shot there. Barrett with the rebound. Up to Geyer as she pushes it up to Lexi Rowland as she passes to her sister. Inside to Liederman, as that's an offensive foul, using too much of the forearm for Liederman.
Yeah, Liederman looking to post up on the inside, just a little too strong, as you said. Liederman with the foul.
Whipple bringing the ball up now. As she dribbles, kicks. No good on the three-pointer by Reedy. As the ref signals out of bounds on the Pointers, but it will be overturned by the sideline ref. To the Pointers, the ball will go.
Yeah, North Central struggling from the three-point land thus far, but you like that inside-outside movement. Had a wide open look for the Cardinals, just unable to knock it down.
And that's something that Mason Whipple, with her ability to drive the lane, will cause quite a bit, as Lindsey Brennan causes the turnover there, as Geyer was struggling to get across the half-court line.
Yeah, we'll see if North Central can capitalize off that turnover. Only 2 points off turnovers in the first half to the Pointers 4.
Mason Whipple to bring the ball up as she drives with the left hand off the glass, no good. Pettit with the offensive board, out to Lindsey Brennan, back to Whipple. Drive, kick to Brennan as she floats one up, no good. And Pettit almost with another offensive board, but no good. Brooke Geyer dribbles up through the contact, no good on the layup. Rebound to Whipple as she pushes it up the other way. Stolen, but foul called on Mickey Rowland.
Yeah, you like Whipple's aggressiveness, getting the rebound at one end and almost taking it to the rack on the other. She's got to be the aggressor if North Central wants to cut back in this 19-point deficit.
Yeah, Mason Whipple, only 1 of 4 tonight, not too many shot attempts. We'll see if she gets a little more aggressive on the offensive end here in the second half. Corner three blocked. They say went off of the Cardinals.
Yeah, once again, some confusion at the baseline. Baseline referee didn't know what was really going on. And head coach Michelle Roof not too pleased with that call.
Pointers look to break the press once more. Mickey Rowland bringing the ball up. Double team as she passes to Liederman as they break the press once more, as Maya Walls misses out on the steal there.
Yeah, and it really doesn't get any better than that. Pointers is but we'll continue to see if they continue to do this press to lead to wide open layups like we saw on that end.
Mason Whipple with her 5th point game as a double team again leads to a drive to the basket. Liederman, jump shot, no good. Rebound to Whipple. As she heaves a full court pass, Walls comes up with it to Dickerson as she goes fine. 3, no good. Rebound to Mickey Rowland.
Once again, another 3 ball off the mark by Montreal. And meanwhile, the Pointers come right back with a 3 of their own.
As that is Carly Serrato with the 3 at the other end. Off of the double drive, easy left-handed layup for her. Third quarter. Obviously, New Cardinals scoring 20 points. Only you got to shoot it when you get those open looks, but if those shots aren't falling like we've seen in the first half, and a little bit here in the second half, you really have to post up and get those offensive rebounds. In the first half, North Central was out-rebounded 26-10 in that category, and they're going to really need to establish some inside presence to hopefully grab some offensive rebounds. If they want to get back in this game down by 20, it's not impossible, but you got to start now if you want to have a comeback for North Central. As the Pointers will inbound the ball. Left wing for Serrato. Swinging it around. Taylor Barrett with the jumper, as that's good. Whipple dribbles around, tries to enter into Dimitrova as she decides to kick it back out. Whipple, dribble, drive, fake, left-handed layup, and gets the shooter's roll.
Yeah, you like that little hesitation to the top of the key. You saw that juke and goes right by her defender on the left side. That's something that you want to see. You want to see who's going to be the aggressor in the second half if North Central wants to come back in this game, down by 20 now. Outside to inside, jump shot by the Pointers. That's off, rebounded. Another offensive rebound by the Pointers.
Yes, as that's out of bounds. Pointers will retain possession, but we've been talking about it quite frequently tonight. Offensive boards by the Pointers and second chance opportunities have been killing the Cardinals, as that is another second chance opportunity point there from Taylor Barrett. Whipple up the court, found Diamond Calicott, but she cannot convert on the layup. Rebound, offensive rebound back to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals got to kick it out to the outside here, and they do just that, but once again, off the mark from three-point land. Cardinals cannot buy a three-point bucket.
No, they cannot, and at some point, you have to wonder if you try and go away from the three-point shot to try and get some of these easier buckets inside.
Well, you can try, as we see a tie up here, but Zach, they're not converting on the inside as well. Their points in the paint are fairly similar, but the aggressiveness just isn't there on the inside glass for North Central, and it's really not working inside or out. I don't really know how they can come back in this game. They just got to kind of move the ball a tad bit more.
Mason Whipple to bring the ball up. Fake dribble drive, floater, good. Whipple with the floater, as that cuts it back to a 20-point lead for the Pointers.
Once again, a nice hesitation move and an easy two for Whipple. as she's tearing it up in the second half thus far.
Lexi Rowland almost loses it, but she gains control, and Pointers working the ball around now. Good pass there by Schmidt, but the block on Taylor Barrett. Whipple up, found Dimitrova. Out to Dickerson for three, no good. Again, a miss from three-point land.
Yeah, Dickerson's been going on either side in the corner. Hasn't found yet her spot in the third quarter. Cardinals continuing to try to chip away via the three ball.
As that's tipped out of bounds. Everyone jumping for it, but it's off the Pointers to the Cardinals.
I guess that's one way to do it. You kind of go 3 for 2 each time and see what happens, but the Cardinals, they're just not converting on those three-point opportunities.
Inbound to Hayden Braun as she finds herself on the court for the first time in the second half. Cardinals working it around. Jessica Dolly trying to get past her defender. Out to Dickerson, back to Braun. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Foul. Cardinals bailed out.
Big time. Shot clock down to 5. Luckily for them, they get a reset.
Sideline out of bounds for the Cardinals. Jessica Dolly to inbound. Braun trying to get a step past her defender, loses the ball. Regains possession. Drive and kick as it's stolen away by Liederman. She looks up to Geyer. Yep. Geyer to Rowland, just a little too much on that pass as it goes out of bounds. Yeah. Cardinals catch a break there.
Yeah, head coach for the Pointers, Shirley Egner, not going to like that one. Pointers had a 2-on-1 man advantage, just unable to connect. One of the rare misses for them tonight.
2:22 left here in the third quarter. 48-28 Pointers lead. Cardinals struggling to get much of anything going on the offensive end. Dimitrova blocked, but foul called.
Yeah, you like the inside presence by Dimitrova, posted up on the inside, unable to convert, but she has a chance to make 2 free throws here, and North Central struggled with that in the first half as well. From the line for North Central, just 3 of 6.
And you mentioned free throws. The Cardinals, that is their 7th attempt all game long. They are 3 of 7 with that miss, whereas the Pointers, 15 of 20 attempts in the game. We talked about it early in the game. Free throws could potentially be a key in this game, and you look at it, you take away those 15 points, and this is a much closer game.
Yeah, you take away those 15, you take away some of those second chance opportunities that the Pointers are taking advantage of, and North Central is exactly in this game, but that's why you play the game. You just got to keep hustling.
As there's a post drive by Bailey Collins as she is fouled by Dimitrova. So she'll go to the line and extend to try and extend the lead here. She misses that one.
Turning for the Cardinals, number 3, Mason Whipple. Number 21, Sierra O'Neill. And number 10, Lindsey Brennan.
As we have some substitutions, Lindsey Brennan back onto the court. Sierra O'Neill will join her along with Mason Whipple. Good on the second free throw is Collins. Whipple bringing the ball up. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. O'Neill on the wing. Dribble drive. Back out to Whipple. Good cut there by Brennan as it's batted around. She comes up with it either way. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Cardinals need to get something up here. Out to Whipple. 3 seconds. She heaves one up, and no good. Would have been a shot clock violation. Unfortunately, just not aware that time of where they stood with the shot clock.
I just don't understand that at all, Zach. You have your teammates right on your side, right there, shouting out how much time's left on the shot clock. Too much dribbling, not enough paying attention.
Double team leads to a couple of passes and a bucket for Bailey Collins.
Another bucket off a turnover by the Pointers.
Whipple pushes the ball ahead to Sierra O'Neal. Drive and kick back to Whipple. Whipple back to O'Neal. She drives, tries to find Dimitrova underneath the basket, but stolen away by Rowland. Top of the key three, no good. Rebound, no good on the layup. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. 51-29 lead for the Pointers.
North Central struggling to score yet again, only 9 points thus far in this quarter.
And an offensive foul called on Natalie Dimitrova, using too much of the forearm, trying to get post position down low.
Did you see Michelle Roof's face on that one? She had her forehead in her palm. Not very pleased at that play at all.
Yeah, when you're down by this many, you really cannot come away with empty possessions, especially on such a questionable foul like that.
Yeah, you gotta treat the ball well. You gotta respect it and really use it to your advantage. And once again, Pointers putting it in the paint.
And that one coming off of the press break yet again. Whipple trying to get past her defender, out to Dessenberg for three. As that shot is no good. End of the third quarter. We'll take a short little break here. As we come back, we will hit up the fourth quarter here on NCTV 17 and NCTV17.com. And we're back here with fourth quarter action as the North Central College Cardinals are taking on the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point Pointers. Cardinals with a 24-point deficit here to start the fourth. Got a long ways to go if they want to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, you know, quite a big deficit right now. They might not be able to come back, but you just want to play nice, good, solid basketball and play fundamental basketball this final fourth quarter.
As that's a three-pointer there by Brooke Geyer. It is no good. And just the other night, the Cardinals had a rough game against Illinois Wesleyan. And one thing they did do well was they played extremely well and close basketball in the fourth quarter. Now, they still lost by quite a bit of a margin, but they played hard and ended the game on a good run. So hopefully we'll see if that continues here. Maybe that might get them back into the game, maybe not, but you want to see your team play hard here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and all these young girls, they're playing for a starting spot. This is a very young team for head coach Roof, you know. It's anyone's game. If you want to step up and be the victor, go ahead and play a full 40 minutes and give it all. Give it your all, especially with the time we have now. It's not much of a game, but you can really decide on who's playing and who's starting.
As Rowland tries to find Geyer underneath as she can't get it to go. Whipple pushes the ball up. Lindsey Brennan on the wing to Dessenberg in the corner. Whipple to Dimitrova. to a cutting Maya Walls.
We have a hair malfunction.
Yes, indeed. Not something you see every day, as she will come out of the game momentarily.
Does that ever happen to you, Zach?
I cannot say it has.
Okay.
Diamond Calicott into the game for a brief moment. Lexi Rowland to bring the ball up for the Pointers. Swing to the corner to her sister. Stolen away by Dessenberg.
3-on-2, they got to get something here.
Dessenberg with the shot. Foul on the shot. And she'll go to the line for 2. Now that was a perfect example of how the Cardinals have been playing today.
Yeah.
They, as you mentioned, 3-on-2, and they come away with nothing. At this point, possibly just 1 point. You have your teammates there. It was 3-on-2. You had Calicott off to the right, who had an easy layup.
Yeah, but this like I said, this is a growing team, and that's part of the struggles. We've seen it early in the season, as you've called almost every game here, Zach. That's going to be a struggle for this young team. As
Dessenberg converts on her second free throws, Calicott with the steal pushes that up ahead to Whipple. Whipple out to Vickis. Vickis for 2, and it's good. 53-32.
Cardinals going back to a press. Down by 21.
Calicott almost with another steal. Man, if there is one thing that she does well, is she hustles when she is out there.
Absolutely.
As she almost comes up with her 3rd straight steal. But the ball goes out of bounds off her to the Pointers. Taylor Greenheck dribbling around. As there is another foul on the Cardinals. Taylor Barrett will go to the line to try and convert a 3-point play. Calicott will exit the game, and so will Dessenberg. Or no, just Dessenberg exiting the game. Calicott having a little chat with Coach Roof. And that is no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off of the Pointers. Nope, just a foul. So that foul is going to go on Mickey Rowland, as she will come out of the game, as Carly Serrato will enter for her. Cardinals with the ball, Whipple to bring it up. 53-32, 7.5 to go here in this game. Jordan Bradley chucks up a 3, but no good. Rims out.
Yeah, you like the quick shot, just unable to knock it down. Now Pointers on a fast break.
Serrato for 3, as she is unable to convert, but the Pointers aggressive on the offensive boards, get the steal and another possession here thanks to Ashley Lederman.
Yeah, you just like the tenacity of Lederman ripping that ball away from the Cardinals.
And that's tipped by Calicott, as she again with a steal up to Whipple. Whipple pushing the ball to Bradley. Back to Whipple as they'll reset. Whipple at the top of the key, looking for someone on offense. Out to Dolly. Dolly for 3. Off the mark.
Yeah, that's a contested 3. Not making them all night. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more ball movement with some time left in the shot clock.
Taylor Greenheck dribbling the ball around. Out to Lexi Rowland as she fakes. Dribble drive. Jumper is good.
Beautiful hesitation. Thought about the 3, took the drive, got a step on her Cardinal defender, and up and in for 2.
As Whipple tries to get off a left-handed layup. As that one's too strong, and rebound gathered by Taylor Greenheck as she is fouled in transition.
Into the game for the Cardinals, number 20, Rachel Dawson.
Rachel Dawson will see her first action of the night as Diamond Calicott exits the game.
Yeah, so coach is going to see how the 5'9" freshman can play in these final 6 minutes. Obviously not a winnable game for North Central at this point, barring a crazy comeback. Just throwing her young studs out there, seeing what they can do.
Serrato tries for 3, but no good. Rebound is batted around, and Whipple drives full court. Nobody going to get back to her as she converts the fast break layup. 57-34 now for the Pointers. Pointers work the ball around on the outside. Serrato off the screen, dribble drive, trying to get baseline, blocking foul. As I believe that will go on Dawson. Nope, Jessica Dolly. Third team foul for the Cardinals as we have a couple of substitutions. Rebecca Foley will enter the game along with Hayden Braun. Maybe. Now they enter the game as Whipple was already back at the bench with her water bottle.
They're just messing with you.
Inbound. Serrato fakes, swinging. Back to Serrato, into the post. Almost a steal there for Dawson. As that was some good defense there to jump the lane and potentially get a steal. Fake to Serrato, cut by Liederman as her layup is no good, but she's going to the foul line.
Foul number 31, Hannah Minkus, her second, team fourth. Ashley Liederman in the line, shooting 2.
Ashley Liederman, the leading scorer for Wisconsin-Stevens Point here tonight. 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting. 3 of now 6 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block and a couple of steals. So a pretty solid night for Liederman here.
And she's just a freshman.
As the rebound goes real long, but an over and back call on the Pointers will bail the Cardinals out. Selena Juarez will also enter the game here as Dawson. Nope. Looks like Vickus will take a seat. Entry pass to Dawson. Looking to go to work. Good post move with the left hand, and it's good for Dawson. She gets on the board with her first points of the night. 57-36, Pointers lead. 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Erin Moran, the Naperville Central grad, into the game. But her teammate, Brooke Geyer, will score on that play.
Yeah, it looked like the Cardinals were in a little bit of a zone defense. Pointers just moving the ball around, up and in for 2.
Rebecca Foley with a good move, but the block by the Pointers. Geyer to Serrato, pump fake, dribble drive, floater, no good. Rebound to the Cardinals. Pushing it up, Hayden Braun, cross court to Juarez.
Cardinals playing with a little bit of intensity now late in this game.
Jordan Bradley's 3 is off, and yes, a lot more intensity. You don't really, these are the players that may not get a lot of playing time this season, so they're coming out here trying to prove something to Coach Roof.
That's all you can ask for. You got to just hustle when someone's in the game, and
Serrato.
Nonetheless, the Pointers just keep on attacking.
Serrato with her with that 3 makes it 62-36, as that is her third 3-pointer of the night.
Great team passing. Sheesh.
Another rebound, offensive rebound that is, for the Pointers. Brooke Geyer for 3. No good. Long rebound to Erin Moran. Drive. And no good on the shot, but she will go to the line.
And that's a third chance opportunity for UWSP now.
And check that earlier. I said third three for Serrato. She has 2, but 8 points on the night as Moran misses her first free throw. 62-36. Under 3 minutes to go here at Gregory Arena in the fourth quarter. Moran, empty free throw possession. Dessenberg to bring the ball up. Out to Pettit. Up to Hayden Braun as she dribble drives. Foley driving as well. Fouled on her way to the basket.
Yeah, got bailed out by that foul call. Good help defense by the Pointers, but on that drive, maybe try to kick it out to the outside, see if they can get something going, because it was a good collapse by UWSP.
Dessenberg for 3. And the Cardinals with a three-pointer. One of very few here tonight, but it makes the score 62-39. Under 2.5 here to go in this game. Steal, maybe? No. Good tip there by Dessenberg. It goes out of bounds to the Pointers.
Dessenberg's another freshman in here late in the game, trying to show Coach Roof what she's made of.
Yeah, she actually got the start here tonight, having played pretty well over the last few games. I guess Coach Roof trying to switch up the starting lineup, see if that would help. Unfortunately, not at this point, but you got to keep things fresh.
Yeah, you got to mix and match. It's early in the year, you know. That's with every sport. You kind of see who can really play together.
As Serrato passes to no one there, as the Cardinals come away with it. Braun with the fake, dribble, drive, and the layup is good. 62-41. Braun with the good bucket there. Pointers working the ball around on the outside. Moran drives the baseline, puts up a shot, but no good. Out of bounds off of the Cardinals. Minute 33 left here in the fourth quarter. At this point, not much for the Cardinals to do other than play tough down the stretch.
And another offensive rebound for the Pointers.
As this time it's Erin Moran, the Naperville Central grad, with the offensive board and the foul to the line for 2, where she came up empty in her last couple free throw tries.
Yeah, so what looks to be a tough defeat here tonight for North Central yet again. Coach Roof and her team of assistants and coaches are really going to have to look at what lineups do you do? You know, you're getting outworked in the post. You got to see what you can do coming up in the next few games if they need to make any adjustments.
As Moran splits a pair, Rebecca Foley for 3. 63-44. Corner Erin Moran. Out to Serrato on the wing. She drives, fakes, back out to Moran, into the post for Paulak. Her shot is no good. Foul on the floor. And this one looks to be on Rachel Dawson. On the box out, used a little too much of the hooking motion to try and get position. So Pointers to the line for more free throws. First one is good. As we look ahead, this is the third of a 4-game homestand here for the Cardinals. as they will take a few days off, as Rebecca Foley's 3 is no good. Well, the next time we will see the women of North Central College, we will see them December 16th when they play host to University of Dubuque.
So we get a couple days to regroup and hopefully draw up some new plans going against Dubuque later this week. Coach Roof's going to have to draw up something.
Three-pointer, no good. As that offensive board again to the Pointers.
And they just keep fighting.
And that put back there by Taylor Greenheck extends the lead to 20 once more. 64-44 with 12.2 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, as they now change it to 14.7. Not a whole lot that's going to change. As Foley gets the ball, dribble drive, out to Dessenberg. 5 seconds left, shot by Foley, no good. Dessenberg trying for the rebound, as there is a foul called, and that one is going on Olivia Pollack. Nope, that's actually on Dessenberg, as I originally thought it was going to be. So 1.4 seconds left in the game. Pollack at the line for 2. 66-44. Tough game here tonight for the Cardinals, especially after a tough game against rival Illinois Wesleyan a few nights ago. What do you got to do if you're this Cardinals team going forward for the rest of this season after a couple of losses like this?
You got to really establish who's going to be the woman to go to in the paint. Not a lot of post presence by this North Central team, and you really got to look at who's going to be their offensive leader. You know, we saw, a standout senior earlier in this game come out. What was it? Whipple, actually, had a pretty good game. Is she going to be the go-to girl? Is she going to be the go-to scorer for this North Central team? And that's going to be on the outside. In the inside, they got to get some post presence, getting out-rebounded almost in every game here.
Yeah, it's been a tough stretch of games, but as we mentioned before, the ladies of North Central College will be back on December 16th as they play host to University of Dubuque. Tip-off there is 5 o'clock p.m. Tough one here tonight. Cardinals lose 68-44 against University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Thanks for joining us here on NCTV 17 and NCTV17.com. Till next time.